up, buddy? You ready to fly out to LA, my friend?
Yes, I is.
We're at the airport.
Have a good time.
We're in Grand Rapids waiting. We got a layover in Denver. We made it, boys. We did. Los Angeles. What's this place called? Boulevard?
Let's go bowling instead.
It's a pretty nice little room, though. I like the room. For this area, this is actually pretty nice. We're staying right here at Hollywood Highland. All right, boys. We're in Hollywood. Day 2. We went out to, what was that place called last night? Mr. Tempo?
Yeah.
On Hollywood Boulevard. A little, what, Mexican food?
Yeah.
That shit was good. It was expensive, but it was good.
Excellent.
We're at the Mel's Diner this morning.
Met up with the director. What's his name? L what?
L. Van Dyke Sabootson.
Yeah.
His first name is Leslie.
What a sweetheart.
He's a great guy. I'm a very big fan of his work. Some of his historic documentary horror films are fun.
Hollywood sign, baby. This is the mall. Oh yeah. Looking down at Hollywood Boulevard. This is the big mall here. We're meeting for lunch shortly with some of the other cast and crew. Hollywood Boulevard Walk of Fame over here. El Capitan. Jimmy Kimmel Live Theater. Over there, you can see the tip of the Chinese Theater. That's where our movie's showing later on for Scream Fest. There's the Roosevelt Hotel there. There's the Ripley's, believe it or not. Hollywood, baby. What you think, Justin?
I like it. I couldn't live here. But...
You want to live on the streets of Hollywood?
No.
Well, old Anthony here said he wants to live in a tent, or you want to live in a garbage bag for a night, just to get the full Hollywood experience.
I'd like to get them all off my bucket list. I like the Panhandle.
That sounds more like a bucket list than a bucket list.
I want to be homeless for a day here. I want to be cool.
Go live under the highway?
Not gonna happen.
When we came in, we saw all the cardboard they had saved up under the highway for newcomers.
Yeah, it's quality stuff too.
You give us every form of ID, cash, money, everything we got. Just gonna walk around. Looking good for a night. We can do that for a night. So you don't miss stuff out.
Hello everyone, welcome aboard the world famous Universal Studios tour. We have sets, stuntmen.
What the hell is that, boy?
Excuse me, I have something caught in my throat. Hello everyone, welcome aboard the world famous Universal Studios tour. So the studio was founded in 1915 by a man named Carl Laemmle. Carl Laemmle wanted to make movies that would make you laugh or cry or sit on the edge of your seat. And for over 100 years, we've been doing just that. We've made thousands of productions on this lot. We're the biggest and busiest and oldest movie and television studio in Hollywood. And Carl Laemmle called this the strangest city in the world because, well, it's a city for make-believe. But you know what? We are a city. We're officially known as Universal City Studios. We have a zip code, a fire department, a bank, a post office, the LA County Sheriff's, and a substation on the property to help us enforce the laws. For movie stars such as Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Jimmy Stewart, Paul Newman, today they are production offices occupied by the likes of Mark Platt. Mark Platt Productions is here. He's the man responsible for bringing you the hit musical Wicked. He's bringing it to the big screen December 25th, 2024. Wicked Part 1, starring Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. We also have Dwayne Johnson's production offices here. 7 Bucks Productions. Monkey Paw Productions, that is owned by Academy Award winner Jordan Peele. Brownstone Productions, that's owned by Elizabeth Banks. They're on the lot. And coming up on your left is Bungalow 5195 with the Alfred Hitchcock logo. It was Alfred Hitchcock's production office where the Alfred Hitchcock Presents television series.
Lou said he could move into that office. I said, no, I can never be in Hitchcock's office. That should be a shrine, a museum.
Very excited just to know that he was there and walk by and know he was in that office.
Hitchcock has influenced every director.
And I saw Hitchcock once walking around the commissary.
Hitchcock had his bungalow on the lot. I used to go see Alfred Hitchcock.
I loved working with him. I highly respect him. He really understood fear and terror.
The birds. The birds. Oh, man.
The birds. Oh, man.
You see? Hey, you love that big gray building with all those windows. Now, it's two of our newest sound stages used for shows such as World of Dance, executive produced by Jennifer Lopez. And currently, those stages are in use for Lopez versus Lopez. That's a new sitcom that will be airing on NBC starring George Lopez. Alright, you see how that works? Little flashing red line on the side there. They're filming Lopez versus Lopez. Then we're going to leave the front lot where we do all our interior filming and take you to the back lot where we do the large-scale exterior filming. We're going to show you the sets from some of your favorite movies and television shows. We can take you to any place in the world on our back lot. Right now, we're going to take you to a remote island known as Skull Island. Here's Academy Award-winning director Peter Jackson to guide us. On your left, one last look at our Metropolitan sets. Now, normally we get to take you in there, but we cannot. They're currently working on a production in there. And over the past few months, it's been back-to-back production with shows such as Bel Air. Some picture cars have become just as famous as the stars who have driven them. And sometimes picture cars can be the most expensive item in the scene because sometimes you have to have multiple versions of a vehicle to complete an action sequence. A great example of that would be our Fast and Furious films. A lot of cars in those movies. Some of those cars had 2 to 3 different versions to complete the action sequences. Each version will perform a different part of the stunt to make it appear as though the one car did the entire stunt and still remained intact and drivable. Well, you're in for a treat today because today we're going to take you into our dinosaur holding area where we hold our dinosaurs. On either side of the tram, you'll see props and customized vehicles from all of the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World films. And we have staff members going to come out and talk to us about what it's like to work with prehistoric creatures of this nature. It'll be most exciting, I must say. Have your cameras ready? Whee! I'm flying. Hang on a second. Where is everybody, Mark? I don't see anybody back here. The front lot was full of people. It's all empty back here. They left that gate open, too. Abandoned golf carts and stuff, and the cages are empty.
What? Oh my God.
We gotta call this in, Mark. We gotta call this in. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands and feet inside of the tram at all times. It seems that our animals are out for a walk right now. And no need to panic. Just remain calm. And if you see anything odd, just let us know. Ah, what's that? It's a squirrel. It's a squirrel. Don't get up. It's all right. I thought I saw something. It was a squirrel. You should be all right if we just move along really. You know what? I have a bad feeling about this. What in the wide world of sports? This tour is full of surprises. I have no idea what was going to happen. Well, let's take a look at the scene from the Lost World Jurassic Park featuring the mobile lab we just passed by. We used 3 mobile labs for the T-Rex attack sequence, and the clip that the mobile lab was pushed over, that was one of our parking structures on the front lot, dressed to look like a clip and enhanced with computer-generated imagery. So we use every part of our lot for production. And we name every part of our lot. For instance, we're heading into what we call Old Mexico. Now, the weird place, the weird thing about this place is that it has its own weather system. It always has, ever since we built this area, just
by his foot, I think.
one minute it's sunny, next minute you got thunder, just like that. See?
Watch over here.
I'm going to stop for a little bit to take photographs of this phenomenon. Add it to your TikTok videos, tell all your friends. Now sometimes this is followed by precipitation or rain. Look at that. But you know what? It's only raining on half the tram up here. I guess you could call that a 50-50 chance of rain. Now, we don't get a lot of rain in Southern California. When we do, it comes down in buckets, creating mudslides, flash floods, and mass hysteria. Like now. Mark, we should probably get going. That would be a good time. Mark, quit playing, man. Quit playing, you scare people, that's not funny. Our jar is just rocking back and forth, mumbling song about Angela Bassett and Holly Berry. See, that water looks wet. You guys are third and fourth car, don't worry about it unless you're sitting in a blue seat. Well, at least we didn't all get soaked. Yeah, we fooled you with that. We dumped thousands of gallons of recycled water from tanks at the top of the hill. The water crashes down the hill, gets pumped right back into the tanks at the top of the hill, so we can get somebody else with it. I wonder how many times they did that for Big Fat Liar.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid!
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Frankie Muniz, Amanda Mines, Paul Giamatti. Get him, Pablo, get him. We're taking you to the oldest part of our lot. It is the Old West. You know, one time Universal was famous for Westerns. Hundreds of them were filmed on our lot. Now, we can't take you all the way in there because they're working on a special event, but we still use these sets. They're featured quite a bit in Sony Pictures' production of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, Margot Robbie, directed by Quentin Tarantino. It's also featured in our limited series on Peacock entitled Angeline, starring Emmy Russell. A couple of weeks ago, they were using it for an old Western time jump in Quantum Leap. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we can take you from the depths of the ocean to the surface of the moon without ever leaving our property. We can even take you to the good place. Have your cameras ready.
That was a good show.
You, Eleanor Shellstrop.
You want to try this place? That was a good show.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. I can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
The Good Place, starring Ted Danson and Kristen Bell, filmed all over our lot. This was the main set of The Good Place. It's officially known as Little Europe. Not a very big place. We can make it look like any part of Europe we want by changing the language on the signs. The area was built in the late 1920s for a motion picture entitled All Quiet on the Western Front, which won Universal its first Best Picture Academy Award in 1930. Since then, we've been using these sets over and over again, particularly for our classic horror films, such as Dracula, Frankenstein, The Wolfman, The Mummy, Invisible Man. Yeah, they got their torches and their bloodhounds and their hula hoops and their iPads. They went after the hapless monster, and whenever they cut them with a monster in these films, things went horribly awry. That's right, Mark, horribly awry. Look at them running, some of them texting their friends as they run. Yeah, why not just shoot it? That's why you get the Monster Smackdown, baby. By the way, Universal is streaming some of its classic horror films on Peacock. If you've never seen these films, you gotta check them out. They're really a lot of fun to watch during the Halloween season. It's a train! It's coming right at us! I've got nothing. Is everybody alright? You look thirsty. How about a nice cool drink? You're probably thinking about a certain shark right about now. Well, this is the slow period for us at Universal Studios Hollywood. So during the slow times, that's when we do the maintenance on our major attractions. So we're doing some maintenance it's routine. We gotta drain the lake and clean everything, and then make sure it's working again, and then fill that area with water. It takes several weeks to do that.
Oh, yep.
So this will be ready to go again by the end of this month. This has always been a filming location, by the way, featured in many television shows and motion pictures that include Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury. I miss her already.
Usually jumps out of the water.
We even used that lake for an episode of The Good Place.
I can't see no damn lake yet. I ain't seen no lake yet.
Coming up on your right is a very popular set known as Miss Boda's Chicken Ranch. And we call it that because we do. It was built inside a stage 12 for this musical motion picture that starred Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds. It's a practical set. You can film on the inside. They moved it out here, and it's featured in an episode of Quantum Leap. Look, that's Scott Bakula running toward the set. Well, a couple of weeks ago, they used that same set for an episode of the new Quantum Leap. That is a practical set. You can film on the inside. It's on hinges. Opens up like a dollhouse to reveal the two-story interior. Hey, we're heading into what we call Colonial Street. This is the quintessential suburban neighborhood, featured in everything. Television shows such as Leave It to Beaver, Marcus Welby, MD, The Hardy Boys, The Munsters. I could go on, so I will. Matlock, Murder, She Wrote, AP Bio, Desperate Housewives, Never Have I Ever, Bel Air, Ted the Series, Quantum Leap, and Grand Crew. Take a look at some of the other productions that are filmed in this neighborhood. It's also featured in Never Have I Ever Season 2 as well as Season 4. In Season 2, Davy is standing right here on the cul-de-sac. She gets a ride home. It looks like they're driving for miles to get Davy home, but in reality, the house is only a few yards away. The reason we were able to do that, create that illusion, is because you notice the street is serpentine or curved, and you can't see around the corners, so you assume it goes on forever. Here comes Davy's house right now. On your right, this yellow house with the big gray garage door. You know, even Kelly Clarkson has used this neighborhood. She's so nice and quiet.
I am here on the back lot of the Universal Studios to give some very special people the surprise of their lives. Stop this trash!
Oh, that's kind of loud.
This is
Whoa.
trash!
Why did she have to yell? They're right there. And we got some more picture cars coming up for you. On the right, when we're around the corner, you're going to see a yellow hot rod known as the Deuce, featured in American Graffiti, directed by George Lucas. Parked next to it, you got Mr. Bean's Mini for Mr. Bean's Holiday. You got some of the vehicles from F9, starring Vin Diesel. And yes, that is the Mystery Machine. That means the Scooby-Doo and the gang are around here somewhere, probably investigating the mystery of the Bates Motel from Alfred Hitchcock's thriller Psycho, starring Anthony Perkins and Janet Leigh. You're about to see two of the oldest, most famous structures still standing in Hollywood. You can stand a bed and breakfast is to die for. Can you imagine a Scooby-Doo episode like this?
What's that? Bates Motel?
Take over a closer look at the Bates Mansion. You'll notice something about the house as we approach. It seems to be diminishing or getting smaller. That's because the house was built to 3/4 scale so that it would look like a large house in the distance without building one. But as we get closer, you see it has oversized doors and windows. When you're standing in front of it for close-up shots, it looks as though you are standing in front of a full-size mansion. Well, look who's home. It's Norman Bates. Watch this. He hates it when I do this. That's right, Norman. It's Marcellus. Remember this one? No? Well, I do. What you do that night, man? Uh-oh, he's looking at people dressed in yellow. Don't touch it back there. Don't touch it. 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 What tour is this? And now, ladies and gentlemen, the spectacular crime scene from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. This is one of the largest sets ever built for a motion picture. Despite the use of these realistic life-size sets, the film still contains over 500 visual effects shots.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
When we first began to sit down to talk about the War of the World, I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good.
You gotta use 747 so they can get it from here.
Listen, close your eyes, okay? Down close.
Here's Mr. Jordan Peele to tell you more about the sentence.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible mission and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, the nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jupe Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? What? A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Well, it's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of a gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of a UFO hotspot. Welcome to the world